Betty. You already know why you're here. Psychic hotline. Tap in. Tap in. Psychic hotline. Tap in. Late night, feel it in your chest. You a goddess, don't forget. Designer thoughts, elevated mind. Pick it up, I read the line. Body energy, I feel the shift. You been ready for the upgrade, sis. No confusion, no delay. I see it all, I'm here to say. High vibe, luxury flow. You already know what you know. Stop playing, step in your light. Goddess more, yeah, that's your right. Welcome to the psychic hotline. Betty intuition, so defined. Designer upgrades, change your timeline. Yeah, you tapped into the psychic hotline. Welcome to the psychic hotline. Hottie goddess energy, all mine. Elevated, sexy.
Hey, I hope everyone's doing well. We've been through quite an energy shift here. We have had so many portals, so many 333 dates, so many good things, so much purging, so many world events. I know a lot of psychics and seers have been talking about April, everything shifts. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do a video, guys, because everything has been changing the way I interact with social media and even with all of you. Not because I don't want to interact with you guys. I love you guys and I love our chat, but simply changing platforms and trying to really protect these messages, you know. We're definitely going into a time of more persecution, religious persecution, and I've been feeling it. And it's very interesting, like what Spirit tells us to do, who to reach, and then when to pull back is very much the training we've been in for the last couple of years, at least the last 7 to 10 years for a lot of us. So a lot of us needed to meet each other, build these communities, grow our gifts, get stronger. And then I'm not going to say we're going to go underground, but things are changing. So the same spiritual depths that you and I can go through in this private channel, we cannot do that on social media anymore. We can't. And so how it's been showing up for me was in 2025, you know, challenging myself to post every day, to send energy, to send the messages, but not say the words. And it's very interesting. TikTok definitely picks up on that more than other platforms. But now a lot of us are going to be moving into teaching, but we're not teaching sacred knowledge, we're embodying it. We may be teaching very basic things of our career, things of practical, still spiritual things and helpful things. But this is going to be more about embodying it. So if you've been feeling that shift too, it's not abnormal. It doesn't mean you have to hide. If anything, it highlights the people that we really see each other. But it's okay not to be for everyone. And it's okay that we have our close tribe and our close friends, and we have the secret space to do the work. And those spaces may be changing or evolving as well, okay? Because we are all evolving and changing. Now, another reason why I've not done messages is because a lot of us are grid holders, and so the work has been to anchor timelines, and that is a tremendous amount of work, guys. I know a lot of us in this group are doing that. It's to anchor timelines, and so that can show up as a lot of different things. Needing more rest. Some people do get sick. You know, we call it spiritual flu or whatever. You just need to process things in a different way. So getting readings when you're doing that work is kind of counterintuitive because you're trying to upgrade a collective and yourself and step into a new timeline where you're getting messages for that timeline. So that was another pause why I didn't post anything. So I'm going to use the same information about the new moon in Pisces because really that kickstarted a lot. We had the new moon in Pisces, then we had the spring's equinox. Okay, kicking off spring. Then we had all those religious holidays. And then we had, Aries season started 2 days later. So it was a very powerful manifestation. We had 2 Friday the 13th in a row. And now this week we have Passover. Oh, and Ramadan ended with the new moon. So this is a very sacred, spiritual alchemy time. So you should be able to transform a lot of things in your life right now. And a lot of those things don't need to be spoken about. They're things maybe you've been working on for a while. Okay. I know I've been reading a lot on astrology. Again, I don't consider myself an astrologer, and maybe I never will, guys. I definitely feel like I'm in the psychic, not the medium. I know sometimes people come through, I'm not a medium, the way that, you know, people want those readings, but it's kind of like, I'm okay just being a psychic, just being clairvoyant and a prophet and things like that. But astrologers have been predicting a lot of, but it still helps to read and educate yourself, right? But astrologers are predicting a lot for the fixed signs. So for my Leos, Scorpios, Tauruses, and Aquarius, this new moon was a huge reset for us. And I know since the holidays, some of the private things you guys share with me, a lot of us have lost people, ended huge cycles, huge changes in our family dynamic, whether that's adding members or losing members, huge changes in career. So if you're a fixed sign, you're really feeling these things. You know, I always feel like cardinal signs help us change direction. You know, mutable signs help us change direction. Cardinal signs feel like the anchor and the energy. So you'll notice that cardinal signs, like Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, they always happen at the equinox. Okay, or solstice, okay? But they really help us anchor in the energy. And the fixed signs, we kind of like drive it in. Okay, so in our own lives, we have to really commit to things. And once we're committed, we go all the way. But to make those pivots takes a lot, even for the collective. So when we're in these months where there's energy is mutable versus fixed versus cardinal, that will also guide you to how you should approach things. You know, Aquarius season, it's fixed, it's fast, you can get a lot done. And then we go into Pisces where it's emotional, it's water, it's a different element, but it's also mutable. So it's a magical, it's illusions, it's, you know, it's all these, it's alchemy. Okay. So depending on how your own elements interact in your chart and what things you like to do, it could be a very overwhelming time, you know, if you're moving through a lot of energy. Okay. So, but just saying that to say, use the chart also with your own elements too. Like if your chart is full of cardinal signs, then the other seasons might be challenging for you. That might not be a time to start new projects and things like that. So use your wisdom. I just wanted to share that with you because that's another way of using astrology chart.
Yeah, you tap into the psychic hotline. Soft voice, but I speak that truth. Pretty face with the inner proof. No games, I don't chase no signs. I just read what's in your mind. Upgrade season, step it up. Self-love glow, feel up. You the prize, don't forget. Manifest, collect, reset. You that girl, don't dim your shine. Luxury so divine design. Everything you need is inside. Tap, 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 tap in psychic hotline. Psychic hotline. Body, goddess, upgraded energy. Psychic hotline. If you want next, I can. If you want next, I can. If you want next, I can.